going to be looking at ordering, reading, and representing whole numbers. We're going to take a look at the number 332. This is a place value chart, so we're going to fit this number within the chart. So this is the millions column, this is the hundred thousands column, this is the 10,000 column, this is the thousands column, this is the hundreds column, this is the tenths column, and this is the ones column. And these are our base 10 blocks here. We know that this represents 1,000, we know that this represents 100, and this represents 10, and this represents 1. So if we are going to make the number 300, we're going to take the number 300 from this. We could put 3 of these, so that's 100, 200, 300 into here, and we would have the number 32 left to put in the place value chart. We could add 1 to the tens column, which would be 10, 20, and 30, and we would have 2 left over. So we could bring it over here to the ones column, 1 and 2. So this number represents 332. So we know that this is 300 right here, plus 330, and plus 2 equals our number 332. To break this down even more, I'm just going to quickly undo this. We could make it so that we could write it in expanded form. So 300 or 3 times 100, because there are 3 hundredths in here, and then we would take 3 times 10, since there are 3 in the tens column, and 2 times 1 in this column right here. So 3 times 100 is 300. 3 times 10 is 30. 2 times 1 is 2. And if we were to add these together, 300 plus 30 plus 2 equals 332. It is possible to write this number out, and I will show you how to do this. Just erase here. So we want to say 3, and don't mind my writing on here, 300 we'll pretend that says 100, 30, 32. Can you think of any other ways that we can place 332 into the place value chart? Hello, we're going to look at another way that we can write 332 into our place value chart. How about if we took one of these and another one, so 100, 200, let's write that down so we don't forget, 200 here. If there were 200 here, we would still have a lot to go. So what if we put 13 tenths into the column? Let's try that and see if it works. So we have 1, 2, 3, let me clone some, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 times 10 is 130. 130. So if we have 200 plus 130, that would be 330. So we need 2 more to go. So we would have to add 2 into this column. And it would be 200 plus 130 plus 2 plus 2, which would equal 330. We could write this into expanded form like so. So let me just erase this here. I'm going to move this over a bit. Let's get our pen. So we could write it 2 times 100, because there are 2 in the hundreds column, plus 13, because we have 13 in the tens column, so 13 times 10, plus we have 2 in the ones column, so 2 times 1 equals 332, and we would still write that in the same way, 332. Using a place value chart is an easy and quick way to see if a number is bigger than another number or smaller than another number. So if you are ever stuck, you can just use your place value chart and your base 10 blocks and just plug them into the chart, which will easily tell you which number is bigger and which number is smaller. And another way you can write this, which I forgot to mention if you're a bit confused, you could, instead of timesing it, you could write 100 plus 100 equals 200. So that would show this column. And since there are 13 tens, we could add 10 plus 10, and we would have to do that 13 times. So I'm not going to keep going with that. But there would be 13 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's 13 tens along here. And since there are 2 ones, we would add 1 plus 1, which equals 2. And all of this at the end, adding 10 13 times, would still equal 130.